What do you hear? What do you say? It's another Roblox day, and we're here in the legendary world of Piggy, and new developments have happened over the last few hours. There's been some more tweets, and there's been a character leak, which I'm going to show you soon. You remember my last video where we talked about the future bank map, and I said in my video that maybe not, this is a bank. I don't see how you would use a credit card in a bank, but you would use credit card and money maybe in a mall. Well, guess what? A new tweet has come out from Mini Moon that says a skip button was added to skip the end cutscenes for chapters 4 through 9. Still not enough hints for chapter 10 coming Friday or Saturday? Well, here's some more for you. And then he put a slot machine, hockey stick, and TV. Now this is multiple things. You can go to multiple places. So everybody assumed, wait, maybe it's a casino. It's a casino where you watch sporting events on TV. Like there's the betting part of sports betting, and then there's slot machines. But then he released another tweet that says, not a casino. I don't want to promote gambling. Well, that's very smart because you would probably get blocked from Roblox permanently if you did. So it's not a casino, and it's definitely not a bank because you're not going to have a slot machine, a hockey stick, and a TV in a bank. So all you YouTubers out there that assumed right off the bat it was a bank, and I told you it was wrong, well, guess what they're saying now?
I was wrong, and I am sorry, but...
Yes, you are sorry because you guys assumed too much. It's not a bank. I told you it wasn't a bank, and I'm not trying to flex here, but I was right. Then we got another tweet from Mini Moon that says, the map won't be jailbreak themed. Again, I also told you it was not going to be jailbreak themed. They weren't going to upset the integrity of their game just to have a jailbreak building. The jailbreak collab was the piggy wheels on the car. That was it. He further goes on to say, it will continue to remain canon and related to the piggy story. Again, told you that. However, with that being said, there may be some little things that could be tied into jailbreak. We'll see. So maybe, but I don't think a map. Here's what I think the map's gonna be. If you go back to the tweet, there's a slot machine. That could be any electronic or gaming. Okay, that could be an arcade. Yes, all right. But I don't think the map's gonna be an arcade. Think about it. An arcade is just a one room with a bunch of machines in it. What are we gonna do in one room? I mean, these maps that we do are intricate. They have multiple rooms, multiple hiding spots, multiple things to open the next area to get the next item. What are you gonna do on a one room space with a bunch of machines? It doesn't seem feasible that an entire map is only gonna be one room, one arcade, unless it's like a Chuck E. Cheese where you got big areas and obbies and obstacles to go through. That's the only type of arcade I can see working here, which a Chuck E. Cheese type arcade or a Five Nights at Freddy's arcade would kind of work because the animatronics or the monsters could be up on stage and then boom, they just come alive all of a sudden when you walk in a room. That would kind of be freaky. So I can see it being like a Chuck E. Cheese style arcade, but not like the old school arcades that were in a mall where you just walk in and it's like 100 arcade machines in a row and that's it. That doesn't seem like realistic at all. So maybe a Chuck E. Cheese with an obby, like a jungle gym, like you climb up the stairs, ball pit, all that stuff, store. But if you remember Chuck E. Cheese, it's kind of open as well. You can see all the way across Chuck E. Cheese. There's no walls. There's no rooms. That may not be it either. Then you have the hockey stick, which could be, you know, tabletop hockey, but it could also be a sports store, like a sporting goods store. And then you have the TV, which there was not any Chuck E. Cheese. There's not any TVs in Chuck E. Cheese if I remember. So the TV can't be the arcade. That's two different emojis here. So the TV could be the electronic store, like a little Best Buy or Circuit. Not Best Buy, but what was the little back in the 90s and early 2000s, they had the electronic store that you go into in the mall. Now we have Apple and Samsung stores, but there used to be like an all-for-one electronic store in the mall. If this set back in history a little bit, that makes sense. So an arcade, a sports store, and electronic store. That tells me mall, 100%. I'm giving maybe 50-50 that it's an arcade by itself. Now, the only way that arcade would actually work is if you went in there and you had to play certain games and you got teleported into the game and that was a challenge to get the item to unlock, or the quarter or the token to unlock the other game to go to the next challenge. So you had to play games in a certain order in order to complete everything and get out of the arcade. That's the only way it would work, but that doesn't really fit the integrity of the game the way it's been done so far. But that's the only way I can see it work. So I'm saying maybe 20% chance here it's just an arcade, maybe lowered. Let me a 5% chance this is just an arcade. 95% chance this is a mall. You use money and credit cards at stores and a mall, and you have 3 items here that are all 3 different stores. So, not a bank, told you, not an arcade, a mall. I'm going with a mall, 95% that this is a mall. All right, next up, as I promised you, there is going to be a leak coming out, and here it is. It's Manny the Mouse, and obviously, this was a leak just put out. A lot of YouTubers are doing it right now, and again, this is fake news, okay? This is not real. People, Manny the Mouse is in a wheelchair, all right? The mouse in Peppa Pig is handicapped. This is a fake leak. This is not real. This is not official. There is no Manny Mouse. There will be a Manny Mouse. So a lot of people are saying this character is the one behind the dumpster. I don't think so, because if you look at the one behind the dumpster, it has no ears. Manny the Mouse ears are huge. They're huge. They're also saying it could be the mole because it has no ears. But if you look at the mole has ears, okay? The person behind the dumpster is obviously some character that doesn't have ears or a human. We don't know yet. I think it is actually the developer himself. He's the culprit behind all of this. He's the sneaky little bugger that is trolling all of us in this game, because my last video, one of my last videos, we're looking for George, and I think George is already dead. So this could be just one big troll, and that would be hilarious. I would find that so funny. To recap, that is my video. I do not think this is an arcade. I think we're making assumptions, or certain people are making assumptions still, just based on some small clues. They're just generalizing what it could be. He's not going to let everything all out at once, guys. You got to think outside the box, people. Outside the box. Take every single clue for what it is and expand the total idea of everything that can include. So, it is not an arcade. Too small. It can't be an arcade. Arcade could be a part of it. Maybe a closed or condemned arcade, because when's the last time you seen an arcade in the mall? Seriously, like 1989. Bro, arcades died a long freaking time ago. I don't think the game's set that far back in history. Although, if you look outside of the city map, those VW bugs haven't been driven since 1989 either. Yeah, if you look at the cars and some of the items around these office buildings in chapter 9, or even in some of the other chapter, like the school, that's seriously old. The hospital seemed a little more modern though. So I'm not sure the time period. So you have to kind of grasp the time period, whether this is going to be an arcade or not. It is set back, but arcades have been dead a long freaking time. So I don't think the slot machine could mean arcade. It could mean something else doing with gaming or electronics. I'm not sure why he used the slot machine emoji. Maybe it was just to throw us off a little bit. We'll just go with that and try and incorporate anything that slot machine would encounter. Maybe it could be entertainment. Could it be a bar? Maybe there's no bar emoji, so he just used a slot machine. So you got a mall that has like a TGI Friday bar in it, and you got the electronics store, and you got the sports store. So that tells me mall. And a mall's huge, so a mall's big. That would be a big map. We'd find a lot of items. We'd be everywhere trying to get out of this closed or maybe condemned mall. I'm thinking maybe it's abandoned, like it's broken down. And after coronavirus, that may be a reality for all of us. So that is my video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I'll be live every day playing Piggy with my fans. And remember, people, stay lucky.